Welcome back to Bleeding Rainbow Comics. I'm LJ.
And I'm Win.
And today we're going to be discussing the new season of Fortnite Absolute Doom announced at D23. All right, so let's take a look at this roster. So in order of unlockability, we have Gwenpool, War Machine, Pilverine, which is a hybrid of Haley the Skin and Wolverine. Emma Frost, we have a hybrid of Captain America and Jonesy. We have Mysterio, Shuri, and Doctor Doom. So as somebody who avidly played the first Marvel season, it gives a lot of different vibes. So for context, the first season we had Iron Man, She-Hulk, Storm, Mystique. Who else did we have?
So when you got Phoenix.
No, that was a shop skin. But yeah, so we have quite a different roster for this time. You could tell that some of them, they were like, we already have so many Marvel skins in Fortnite. What are we going to do? We need the mechanized tank one. We need the quirky one. Typically, there is like what they call a meme skin or like a goofy skin in each season, which is why they have the Pilverine.
Yeah.
I think it's really odd that we have him and the Captain America hybrid in the same battle
just
pass.
give us a Captain America.
Right, like there's
any Captain America.
Yeah. Well, we have a Steve Rogers Captain America in the game. We have a Sam Wilson Captain America in the game. But we'll go through this. I think that there's some better options that we could have done. Now, I have seen a few people be excited for it. Cool. I personally don't think that one should have been in the battle pass. Yeah. But let's go through first. Let's start on a positive. Let's just go through the roster. So Gwenpool. So we can talk about excitement level, what you think she might come with, all of the good stuff, what you might think their alternate style could be.
I don't know what an alternate style for her would be.
Probably unmasked.
Fair.
I'll actually be surprised if her alternate style isn't an unmasked.
No, that makes sense now. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, duh. I don't know. I'm just excited that we're getting her. I like her as a character. She doesn't get a lot of
She doesn't get a lot of love.
Yeah, she doesn't get a lot of stuff outside of Marvel.
No.
And so that's exciting. I know it's probably because of the Deadpool Wolverine movie.
100%.
But it's fun. I didn't get to see her in the movie, and I wished I had. So I got her for this.
Well, the last Fortnite season that they had, the Nexus Wars, they had a tie-in comic, and where everybody else, they were like all at a table, and where at least the female characters that got pulled in were. And it shows them all being sucked into the world of Fortnite, and then Gwenpool's sitting there like, okay. So I think it's funny that they included her this time. I think that she's a good pick for the battle pass because this is the best way to have Deadpool representation in the battle pass after the movie without just making another Deadpool, since there was just one in the shop.
Yeah.
So I also know that a lot of people have been begging for her to come to the game. So I'm excited for them.
I am as well.
What do you think she'll come with? I think back bling, probably Jeff.
Oh yeah, I never thought about Jeff. Jeff would be the most exciting one. I want Jeff.
Because her alternate style probably isn't going to be that exciting. So I'm going to say that they're going to put more into her, like having Jeff as a black back bling.
Yeah.
It's either that or they're just going to do like katanas. But I could see her getting, I would actually like her to get a wrap.
Yeah, it'd be a cool wrap. It probably will be katanas as back bling, but I would love to for it to be Jeff.
I mean, you got to think, they got to fill up like 2 pages of rewards. So
that's true.
She might get both. And because her alternate style, like probably will just be an unmasked, maybe they'll.
That or Jeff will be later in there for no reason.
Well, they do have the quests also
Yeah.
for the season,
Jeff
so
seems
maybe
like
one of them will
something.
be a quest back bling or something.
Yeah. Jeff seems like a quest type. Like he's something somebody's going to set after.
Yeah. I would get the battle pass for Jeff. He's precious. Moving on, we have War Machine. This one I'm not too excited about. So when you look at the roster of the ones that they choose, you got to think from a business perspective, what characters do they want in our brains? Whether they are ones we already know that they still want on our radar, or as Feige said on the live stream, that Fortnite is a lot of the ways, or one of the ways that a lot of people first are exposed to these characters, or just more exposed to these characters. So I think that Gwenpool, that one was definitely the reason that she was in there was for Deadpool, the Deadpool mania going on. I think War Machine is just one that they want us to bring back to the front of our brains for Armor Wars and all of that good stuff. Secret Wars, I think he's going to be in there. But I mean, I'm just not excited for this character because I've just never connected with War Machine, but I get that you need some type of Iron Man in it. I think that a better option for this, I don't know, tech-wise, because I don't think that they should do an Ironheart if they're going to do Gwenpool and Emma Frost and Shuri. I think
that is very female heavy. I can see from a marketing standpoint why they wouldn't, but I would have rather seen Ironheart.
Oh, I would if we were talking about characters that we would have rather had a full Marvel season about, you'd see me just talking Fantastic Four, Nika Minoru, all of the Young Avengers. But speaking from a business perspective, I see why they went with War Machine.
Yeah.
He also has a mythic, or at least some type of item that he wears on his back. It looks like an auto aiming system.
It's probably one of those like auto guns that you can set up, but just on your back.
Yeah.
It'll just automatically
the
shoot.
auto turret. For as far as stuff that he comes with, I think his alternate style is just going to be a paint job. That's the easiest stuff for him.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I don't know. He could also come unmasked, but I don't think that that's going to be as high of a priority.
No, I think it'll probably
I don't
just
really
be
know what to give him. Maybe a wrap.
He'll get a wrap. He'll probably get some sort of pickaxe.
Well, yeah, most of them will.
And I can see him come with some sort of little back bling.
Well, to give context, when Iron Man was in a battle pass, it was kind of like an extension of a suit, and it has a little number on it, and it keeps track of how many people you've killed in that match.
Yeah,
I could see something like that. Iron Man also had like his pickaxe was a little tech thing with a little laser thing coming out. So I think that this one is just going to be pretty much a reskin of Iron Man, because there's how many options do you really have for it? Like,
they're all the same.
So not as hyped for that one, but whatever. Next up, we have Peelverine, which is Peely and Wolverine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what the hype craze on all the banana ones are anyway. Like, I don't care about the banana ones.
You also didn't play when Peely was first introduced. And so they have like their core Fortnite characters.
I know, I get why.
And it's like they have to fit their Fortnite characters in the world of a game that is continuously more collaborations than Fortnite
I get the reason for the mascot characters. I just don't get the hype for a banana. I know it's silly. It's just, I don't know. There's not even anything that has to do with bananas in the game other than a little bit of health.
I will say, of the Fortnite character skins in the Battle Pass, I understand why Peelverine is here. Yeah. The only thing that I don't get and that I don't like is that this is our third Wolverine skin in the past month. And so somebody else, we could have done something else. So there was, we're not talking about it on here. It was in the trailer, but it's not in the Battle Pass. So I'm assuming it's going to be like a Fortnite crew subscription later on. The Sabretooth Meowsicles outfit. I would have preferred him be in the battle pass.
Yeah.
But the only thing, and I will, because we're not talking about him later, I'll go ahead and say this. The only thing I don't like about the Meowsicles Sabretooth is we don't have a regular Sabretooth in the game.
Yeah.
So we're getting,
I would rather
we're getting a reference skin before we're getting a proper skin.
Yeah. And I would have loved to have had like a 19, from the cartoon.
Yeah.
Sabretooth.
And I mean, I would have never used a regular Sabretooth, and I like Meowsicles, but I also like the beach Meowsicles one. So I don't think I will ever use that one. I have crew, so I'll get it, but it'll just rot in my locker.
But if it was regular Sabretooth, I'd play him constantly.
Yeah, but I ain't doing that. But yeah, back to Pilverine. I do like the cut banana claws.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see what cosmetics in this battle pass can be used with other characters, because that would be interesting to have Wolverine with banana claws. But the first Marvel season that we got, a lot of the cosmetics were locked to that character.
Yeah,
which sucks. Let's see, what was it?
I don't understand.
A few of them had
of that anyway. Of locking something to a character. What's it matter?
I don't know.
Why do you care if we use it with someone else?
Like Thor was the only one that could use Mjolnir. Captain America, I think, was the only one that could use. I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. Storm and Doctor Doom's gliders can only be used by them.
Yeah, which I just don't get. Like, if I want to use Storm's glider with banana guy.
His name is Paley.
Then I should be allowed to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's something with the sizing and coding of all of the characters, but I don't care. I'm not paid to think about all of that. But I mean, he's okay. If we're gonna get a goofy Fortnite crossover skin I think they could have done worse.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take it. I'll never use it, but I'll take it. Next up, we have Emma Frost.
I think she'll get a cool secondary skin.
I was about to say, there's no reason to have her in the pass other than having her diamondy skin. I don't know how they're going to do that without it being like a pay-to-win skin. Like any skin that could be even somewhat translucent or one color, like the superhero skins, they had to go back through and make it to where you can't pick like all black or all white because that's not fair.
I didn't realize.
So maybe it'll be like where she's half changed or something. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. It's just
I'd still dig it.
If we do not get a diamond form Emma Frost, that is a missed opportunity.
Yes.
That'd be
and
awesome.
An emote. And that one would have to be a built-in emote though, because it'd probably be switching between the two.
Yeah.
But her inclusion,
like Mystique almost.
Yeah, she is one that I was really not expecting to be in the battle pass, but I understand why she is, because I think she's going to be a bigger part of X-Men 90. Oh, yeah. X-Men 97 season 2, and not a lot of people, not a lot of commoners, really know Emma Frost. So just bringing her into the spotlight a little bit. And so it makes sense. I would have preferred, if we're going to do X-Men 97 season 2 people, I would have preferred Apocalypse, because I think that a lot of people have like the Foxverse Apocalypse in their head when they think of Apocalypse, and dude looks way different. So I think just getting back to a base level Apocalypse of here's what he's supposed to be and look like.
I don't mind Emma. I liked him in the comics when she was first introduced, and
she's sassy,
and we're right in that timeline for her to be introduced. So
I'd say she was in season 1. She was just small. She just had that one when Madeline and Jean, when they were in Scott's head, and she was like, "Oh, girl,"
which. Hot con the kettle, because
listen, she's just there for the gossip. Okay,
in the comics she was like in Scott's head doing some bad things.
Okay, well, this is a cartoon. I think diamond form, I think just all of her cosmetics, it would be super easy just to make diamond cosmetics.
Yeah,
and they did that like 2 seasons ago with one of the characters.
I was gonna say, don't we already have a kind of a diamond skin? So
Yeah, there's I forget the skin's name, but he was in the battle pass, I think actually even last season.
So, I
But
mean,
he's the
it's
one
right
where I
there.
have that like diamondy throne where he sits on it.
Oh, she'll be cool. She'd be cool in that.
I'm going on Captain Jonesy.
I still stand by. Why not just give us a regular Captain America?
Here's what I think they should have done.
He
If
looks just like
they're
Captain America anyway. So,
well, there's like a million Jonesy skins. I think that skin should have been an item shop skin. Regardless, that skin should not be in a battle pass. I'm glad that they made it for the people that want it, but they are the minority, and it should be just separately purchasable.
Yeah.
But I think if they want synergy going into the Thunderbolts, they could have done U.S. Agent. They could have done Bucky.
Yeah. Bucky would have sold.
We could even reach further than that, and we could have gotten Punisher, which, I mean, some not great people have been using his symbol to spread bad things. So I don't know if I would want Punisher, but I would know a lot of other people would lose their mind for Punisher in Fortnite.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could have done so much better. That spot was wasted in the battle pass. It's
very much so.
I'm not a fan at all. I think if you're going to do a Marvel battle pass, one Fortnite skin is max. The rest need to be actual Marvel characters. And then I don't even care what he comes with.
No.
Obviously he'll probably come with some type of shield, although I have 2 different types of shields from the other 2 Captain Americas we've gotten. So I don't know what really special he has to bring to the table. If it was US Agent, they could at least do another color scheme with it. If it was Bucky,
it could be his arm.
Yeah.
If it was Bucky, it could have been his arm.
But like, I don't know, they could have done better, and it makes me sad. Going on, we'll go more positive. Mysterio.
I am excited about Mysterio.
I'm surprised he's in it.
I just don't know why he's in it.
I mean, MCU wise, I think that he's one of the more popular Spider-Man villains. I mean, and we have had a lot of Spider-Man love in Fortnite, just not on the villain side, like Goblin's in it.
Yeah.
We have like Venom, Carnage, all those guys. But I think Doc Ock would have been a little harder.
Yeah.
Because his back bling would have had to have been tendrils, and that if you're hiding in a bush, they're going to know where you are.
Yeah.
I think that if they wanted to do some type of Spider-Man something, I think Mysterio is a good thing. I think also, depending on how much they lean into the true Doctor Doom, I feel like this roster is a little bit light on Marvel Mystic, which Marvel's kind of retconned Mysterio lately into being a tech character. So I'm hoping that it's more of a Mystic character again.
I'm sure it will be.
But I think that just in general, we needed more Marvel Mystic in this roster. Especially with how far in the MCU, if they're wanting synergy, they're diving deeper into Marvel Mystic, and I think we just needed more of that. So more Midnight Suns characters. And I mean, granted, we do have a bunch of them, but we already have a bunch of all Marvel characters.
Yep. Your whole save sheet is pretty much Marvel.
Yeah. So for Mysterio, I mean, if we're leaning into the MCU Mysterio, which I'm assuming, his drones would be a good back bling.
I think it's going to be more cartoon Mysterio, comic book Mysterio than
I hope
MCU.
so. I mean, we can look. Continue talking, but I hope so, because I'm just really sad that Marvel Mystic is kind of taking a back seat here.
Yeah, he'll probably have like a globe or something on his back to mimic his head.
So yeah, to me, that looks like it's very much MCU based.
Yeah, I can see how it's MCU. So it could be drones.
Like,
it's also could be a modern comic take.
That's true. I mean, I like the skin. I like Mysterio. He was one of my favorite Spider-Man villains in the MCU. I never really cared about him before the MCU, but
Yeah, I always saw him as kind of a lame villain, except for the cartoon Spider-Man. He was pretty good in the old 90s Spider-Man.
Most things were in that one. Like,
That's true.
That's just a really good cartoon.
Yeah.
That's actually better than the original X-Men animated series. The internet's going to cancel me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, X-Men...
They go hand in
Going
hand.
from X-Men to
there's
X-Men
crossovers and
97...
everything.
X-Men the animated series is not as good as you remember it. It is mostly nostalgia. If you compare it to X-Men 97, holy cow, it is... 97 is so much better. Like
96.
X-Men the animated series has not aged well, and I don't really enjoy watching it that much nowadays. Spider-Man animated series, I do enjoy that.
Sure.
But yeah, what do you think he's going to come with? I don't know. Alternate style. Like,
it probably is an alternate style. Also, probably just a globe on his back or something.
Like, what pickaxes do you think? Like, what?
It's probably just going to be like just a regular pickaxe in his style.
Fair. I would actually like to see like his little eyes, triangle things, his little mystic effects.
Maybe that'll be how his glider,
or even like just smoke. That I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what he would come with.
Yeah.
Like maybe that, they picked such weird characters for Fortnite.
Maybe
like
an emote.
I could see an emote. He is very like illusionist based.
Yeah, so he'll have like an illusion emote, and if it is from the MCU, it'll probably be something like the skeleton-y Iron Man type thing, or if it's cartoon, probably just some sort of smoke.
I mean, it also depends on if his cape is removable or not. Because if his cape is removable, then that could be one of his backblings.
Oh yeah,
because a lot of cape characters.
That'll be his backbling.
But I mean, it looks like it goes pretty far up, and like, I don't think the original Doom's cape was removable because it goes so far up. And I don't know. But yeah, next we have the tier 100 character Shuri. I mean, I'm excited for her. I don't know if they used a costume that's different enough than the Black Panther we already have. And I think that the Black Panther suit we already have is kind of cooler.
Yeah.
I'm never going to complain about getting Shuri.
Yeah, that's one of your favorites.
But I don't. It just maybe with more gameplay and more trailer. But I saw a lot of people not understanding that it was Shuri. They thought it was Black Panther. Like they couldn't tell. And I think that you should just be able to tell. Yeah. Like she has plenty of outfits from comics and more that are very distinguishable from the more popular looks of T'Challa.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they should have done a little bit more hybrid. Like, I don't know. It's hard because in the MCU, it was like they took T'Challa and Killmonger's outfit and smushed them together. So how do you differentiate that? I don't know.
I see what you're saying, though.
I want her to come with the flower as her back bling.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The heart-shaped herb.
I mean, we do already have a back bling flower that's kind of like that.
Yeah.
So I don't see why
they do stuff like that.
Yeah. Like it would be.
I also like her kimono beads. I think that would be a cool one. But that's very MCU. I don't know. Maybe a spear for a pickaxe.
I would like to see if they are leaning heavily into the MCU, I'd like to see her cat gauntlets.
Oh, see, I don't think we're going to see it. Well, because she doesn't hit anything. She blasts.
I know.
And so that doesn't really work for a pickaxe.
Half the stuff they choose doesn't work for a pickaxe.
But I don't know. I'm excited for her. I think it's weird that she's the tier 100 skin. I don't know. I personally would have put Gwenpool as the tier 100. Or if we were going to have Doctor Doom in the proper battle pass, I would obviously.
I mean, Gwenpool is why I'm getting battle pass.
Right. And so as soon as you get the battle pass, you're going to have the character you want, so you don't have as much incentive to keep playing.
Oh yeah.
And then there's me, who's just a completionist, and I need every Marvel skin, so I will play the crap out of the season regardless.
You have to have a mission to play for yours. I can get on there and just go to kill people.
No, I need quests. I need goals, and I need to meet those goals and see how many quests I can do in each game. I need to have a game plan. I need to know where I'm going to land before I even start the game.
And see, I like to just murder.
I do it methodically. And then finally, we get to a character that we actually already have in Fortnite. We're getting just a reskin, but people are losing their minds because the first time it was in Fortnite, it was in a battle pass that you can't get now. So if you didn't play forever ago, you just never got Dr. Doom. So that's kind of why it's a big deal for those people. I already have Dr. Doom, and I'm happy with the Dr. Doom skin that I already have. I do wish that his emote was doable other than having to win first, but whatever. Actually, just win more.
Maybe you'll get another emote.
I don't know. I think the thing I'm most excited for getting Doom is in the trailer. His castle looked so much better than the first Marvel season, because the first Marvel season, it was very much just a mansion in a little town. But this one looks like a proper
castle.
It's
probably going to replace the castle we have now for Hades.
Yeah.
It'll probably just be that castle just built instead of ruins.
And I feel like I've seen a map for this season, like a few places change in the season, but I don't know the legitimacy of it. I will only bring it up on this channel if I know it is legitimate, and if I know it might not be, but it's that important, I'll tell you it's not legitimate first. But no, I'm excited for Doom. He's gonna be the quest skin, so you got to do different quests for all of his stuff. I think we're going to have regular Doom and God Emperor Doom for those skins.
Yeah.
Obviously, synergy within the MCU. They're just leaning heavy into Dr. Doom.
But maybe this is a good sign that he's not going to be just a repainted Iron Man for Doom in the MCU.
I don't know, because the outfit that you do see in the trailer, it is mostly mech suit.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much an Iron Man suit with a Doom mask and a cape.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I'm
hoping one of his versions has more clothes on.
I don't mind a mech suit Doom, especially if he like combines magic into it, like that version of Doctor Strange we saw where it was like a Doctor Strange Iron Man hybrid.
Strange.
Yeah, Iron Strange.
See, I'm afraid they're going to lean way into the tech side, because Dr. Doom, his whole shtick is that
equal magic, equal tech.
He's the best at tech. He's the best at magic. And for some reason, everyone is terrified outside of the comics to make him a magic character.
Yeah.
And so based on how his outfit looks right now, I'm really afraid that we are going to get Tech Doom. Yeah. And if this is the synergy going into the MCU, just give me Doom that's good at magic. That's all I want.
Yeah, I want equal to both. I want a Strange Iron Man.
I don't want...
If I have to go with Robert Downey Jr. as Doom,
and he better know magic.
And they're going to lean into Iron Man a lot. I need them to equally do the magic.
In the MCU, at least we know the overall plan was, whether it still is or not, is the Children's Crusade, where Wanda ends up in Latveria with Doom, with all of her memory gone. She's about to marry Doom, and then her kids come to find her, which they're clearly still on the track for, at least with what's been released so far. So to take out all of the mystic of his character takes out a lot of the story possibility. And that's my favorite stuff, is when he's fighting with Strange because Doom thinks that he should be the Sorcerer Supreme. And that just he's better. And
I wonder if this Doom will be from the Fantastic Four universe.
Like the MCU Doom?
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's how the MCU is getting Doom and Galactus, is we're pulling them.
Gotcha. it would be fun to see his technology look like that retro futuristic
that would be
stuff
awesome.
in the regular MCU.
I would eat that up.
It would be fun.
That's why I like Fantastic Four so much, is because I like that incredible style retro future stuff.
It is funny they picked that with The Incredibles and then another movie coming out of The Incredibles.
Listen, the Fantastic Four movie was made for me. I don't care if anybody else likes that movie. It is not for you.
I'm all for it. I'm here for it too. It's just funny that they did that. Now that I think about that, I really want Doom to have corny.
I don't know. Going back to Fortnite, I don't know what he's going to come with, because if memory serves, he had this weird pickaxe stick thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like his goblet as the back bling.
Yeah.
So
what else can you do with Doom for back bling stuff? Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you could do like Doom's mask as a back bling. You could do Doom's cape as a back bling.
Yeah, so you got those two things, I guess. I really want a villain named Goom now.
You can write him. You got your own comics to write.
I am doing a Fantastic Four like spin character,
so we'll see. It'll be Pediatrician Goom instead of Dr. Doom. But yeah, so there's the roster for the new Battle Pass starting, I believe, like Friday, August 16th, whatever day that is.
I'm just excited for anything that's going to come in for the store, because I bet you will get Fantastic Four skins that you can buy and all that.
There are a couple versions of this intro out, but saying that the main antagonist is going to be Doom. There's a version of the announcement that says that the season's going to feature Fantastic Four and Doom. And then I saw the same announcement, so I don't know what order, if they changed it, that says the Fantastic Four's antagonist, Doom.
Yeah.
So Fantastic Four, I feel like if they're mentioning it in the press releases, we are going to get Fantastic Four this season, which is my saving grace for this season, because honestly, I am not crazy about the roster for this season.
I'm excited for the Fantastic Four. I hope they do get introduced, at least in the shop to buy.
Well, what I think it's going to be, similar to like the Avatar skins, where we had Aang be a mini pass, and then the other three were in the shop. So I think Reed is going to be a mini pass, and then Sue, Johnny, and Ben are going to be in the shop.
Fair.
Which I hope it's a mini pass, because I like quests. I need to work for my stuff. I don't want to just buy it and then I won't appreciate it. I got to work for it.
Well, I get close and then I make you finish it for me.
That's true. I also do his quests. We just switch controllers. But I don't know. As long as we get Fantastic Four this season, I don't care what's on this roster. I am also really excited, because the last Marvel season was the most fun I've ever had in Fortnite. So, back in the day. So I just really like the mythics as well. We had a ton of different mythics throughout that season. It does look like we're going to get Cap's shield back as a mythic. We're going to get some type of Black Panther mythic. Iron Man mythic, which it looks traversal and you can blast, so you can like fly through the air. It also looks like we're going to get a War Machine mythic. Like we said, you wear it on your back and it has like that assist aim. Did I see anything else? I don't know. Doom. Duh. There's also a Doom mythic that's it looks like a reskinned Kamehameha.
Yeah. That's what I thought when I saw it too.
So it does look like we're getting back some Marvel mythics and some new ones, which I'm all for. I think that it makes the game fun. I don't care about winning every game. I just care about having fun. So if there's a bunch of obnoxious, overpowered items, as long as they're fun, I don't care. Those are the reasons I play the game. I don't play the game for Captain Jonesy. I play for all of the collabs and just chaos. Because I know I'm not going to win every game. And I guess we will finish off this video by just listing people that we wish were on this roster. So let me get out my my roster here. So here are ideas that I had
Okay.
that I thought would have worked better for the roster. Captain Carter. I would have liked Captain Carter instead of Captain Jonesy.
Yes. Yeah, that's great. I would have liked that too.
Like, and they are hardcore pushing her. We're getting a What If season 3, where obviously she's going to be in it because they said that What If is in one overarching story through 3 seasons. So she's obviously still going to be the main of that. So
Yeah.
I would have put Captain Carter in there
Yeah,
instead.
that makes sense.
Unless they're going to put her in the shop. I also had a couple that I've also already mentioned. I already mentioned Punisher. Jessica Jones, if they needed another female skin. Like,
yeah, she'd be fun.
Because I think she's going to show up in Born Again. So just having her in there. I also think going back to Punisher, rebranding the character for Marvel to take it back, because he definitely is going to be in Born Again.
Yeah.
So I think him being in this battle pass it's kind of a missed opportunity.
Yeah. Do we have an Elektra
in the game?
Yeah.
No, we do have a Daredevil though.
See, we could have gotten an Elektra instead, and then that would have been synergy for Wolverine and Deadpool. She's in Wolverine and Deadpool. Why didn't they do an Elektra?
Well, the movie's already released. They don't really need help.
I know, it's just, but then
they literally, it's as of today, they have crossed $1 billion at they don't need they don't need Jennifer Garner's help. So I also have Iceman.
Ooh, he would have been fun.
His items would have been really cool.
Yeah, he would have had a good glider.
Yeah, Nightcrawler.
Yeah, he would have been fun too. He would have had a cool emote.
Beast.
I just want Beast anything. He's one of my favorites.
And I included that. I don't know who all would actually want this skin. I would love this skin. But I included it because a lot of the gripe about people missing the Marvel season was that they missed out on Mystique. And her ability is, once you kill somebody, you can transform into them for a brief amount of time. So I don't know why they didn't put Morph in it to have another shapeshifter and give him that ability.
I want him. He's my number one.
Well, you're not getting him now.
I know, but I want him.
But I think Morph is a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
Because they could have brought back that feeling, because they're clearly trying to strike gold twice, because the Marvel season was super popular. But people wanted that Mystique ability. And so having another shapeshifter in this season, I would think is a no-brainer, because people are very vocal about, if they didn't get Mystique, that's one of the reasons that they're mad that they didn't play that season.
Yeah. He would have went good with my pick too. I wanted Mr. Sinister.
I see that too.
Yeah, he would have been cool.
I wish we got a Mr. Sinister when 97 season 1 was released. Yeah. I think that Fortnite has just been very bad at item shop synergy lately. Like, they have a Borderlands skin and it's not in the shop for this movie.
That's weird.
Like, releases keep happening and they have skins for those IPs, but they're not putting them out, and they're not putting out any new stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's weird.
Like, everybody stopped making Marvel stuff for a little bit out of fear, but I don't care where Marvel's at. They will still sell. I will still buy every Marvel skin.
He'd have been a cool skin that, like a reactive skin. If he got shot, it would go through him or something. And he would reform.
I also thought Magic would have been a good pick.
Yeah, she would have been good.
She's one of the more popular female characters. Any Spider variant.
Yeah.
Like any of them.
Any of them.
Super Skrull would have been a cool one. And it's not out of the realm of possibility.
He would have been a cool one. They're probably trying to forget anything that has to do with Skrulls right now with the whole.
Yeah, but Super Skrull is super Fantastic Four.
Yeah. I get where you're going.
If we're trying to go synergy, like the rest of my list is all what synergy characters should have been considered.
Yeah. Mole Man.
No. I thought Ultron would also be fun.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could do a lot there. Apocalypse, like I already talked about. I think that if they wanted any more synergy, putting Red Hulk in the front of people's minds, US Agent. I would have loved a Yelena Belova skin, White Widow, Miss Marvel. and they're putting Wong in everything. So Wong
throw
would have been an
Wong.
easy if I wanted more Mystic in the Battle Pass. And I also said Hercules
Oh, you'd
because I still think that he would fit in the world well, but I also don't think that a lot of casual people would understand that Hercules is a Marvel character as well.
yeah, but also we just had a season of gods, so
That's true. That's why he's like the very last on
Yeah.
my suggested roster list.
if they were wanting to do a soft intro for Marvel, they could have did Hercules as one of the gods,
Yeah,
and then
but that's what I'm saying. I wish that they jumped on some of these opportunities a little bit more. I'm excited for our Marvel season. I will never turn it
Mhm.
down. If every season were a Marvel season, except like one each chapter, that I would be fine with that. But I know I am the minority in that. But I mean, it's very clear that they're putting certain characters at the forefront of people's minds, along with a couple crowd pleasers.
I'm interested to see if they'll ever do another DC collab again.
I hope so, because my Titans team can't be finished currently. I have Beast Boy, Raven, and Starfire, but I'll never have a Robin or Cyborg unless they keep on the DC train.
And
Which
Cyborg is one of the best ones.
Oh, no, I tweet James Gunn. He's active on Twitter, which I don't even have a Twitter, so I'd have to make one. But yeah, overall, I'm excited for this season, especially after this past season. I think that it started off really strong and then it fizzled out pretty quickly for me.
Doesn't Bleeding Rainbow have a Twitter?
No.
Oh.
We have shout outs, but we do not have a Twitter. We have a Facebook, we have Threads, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we obviously have YouTube.
Okay. Wasn't sure about
I think that's it at the moment. That's enough for me to try to upkeep.
Yeah,
I am
that's
not
a
adding
lot.
more.
It's a lot for one man.
It literally takes me longer to make all of the stuff for our social media than to edit the videos.
Yeah. Well, and then you got your own personal accounts.
Right. So for Bleeding Rainbow, I got enough on my plate. I'm not adding Twitter. But no, I'm excited for it. Let us know in the comments about your excitement level. What is your favorite skin of the Battle Pass / new season / what are you hoping that we still get in the item shop? What do you think are missed opportunities that you would have liked to see in the Battle Pass? And go ahead, what's your least favorite? And why is it Captain Jonesy? So without further ado, that's the end of our video. I'm LJ.
I'm Win.
This is Bleeding Rainbow Comics. See ya.
Bye.